Did you know that 95% of your actions are governed by the subconscious mind? In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to control your mind, specifically the three levels of the mind. So let's look at first at the subconscious mind. So what is the subconscious mind? So subconscious mind is the aspect of your mind that holds your memories and your emotions and your habits. So it's essentially it is like a storage or a database for your life, right? So it also involves with controlling your thinking. You are reacting to emotions or emotional reactions, and also things like your behavior patterns and habits, like driving, or if you have any addictions, they could be some of them as well. And also, you will see that in terms of negative patterns, right? Like you have negative self-talk, like criticism and blaming, also comes from this part of the mind if you're not aware, right? So this is one of the things that you will notice, that especially things like rumination, overthinking, specifically coming from originating from the subconscious mind. And when you know how to understand and reprogram your subconscious mind, you will know how to use the subconscious mind for your advantage. So, and so there's one of the another thing that you want to make sure that you understand about the subconscious mind is that it is very creative, right? So it has the power to give life to things. It has the power to achieve your goals. You have the power to create things. So understand that the power of the subconscious mind is infinite. It has no limit to its power. But believing in a limited thinking, like saying that I cannot do something, or you know I'm too limited, or I don't have the right skills and ability, and you're believing that, leads you to um, affirming this belief or programming the mind, right, to have these limited beliefs, and they sometimes come as overthinking or rumination into your mind. So that's one of the main things that you will see. And it also acts like a fertile soil. That means is that it works as a garden. What that means is that you can plant seeds, you can plant thoughts, and get it working in specific ways. So one of the things that many people don't understand is that they think that if they were to think positive one day, that would be good enough, right? That's not necessarily the case. Working with the subconscious mind is it involves a lot of work. It involves a lot of things like a repetition, which we will talk, which is one of the laws, is like one of the laws is the law of repetition. So these laws and these things that is functioning within the subconscious mind, what gives its activity, what it gives its power. And the subconscious mind is also responsible for aspects such as bodily functions like heart rate, breathing, and healing. That's why sometimes when you're stressed out or anxious, your subconscious mind cannot regulate these functions properly. So when you started to relax and meditate and calm down, these functions started to work better again. So it's important to remember that in order to use the subconscious mind or use it for your benefit, it needs to work in a relaxed way. And even if you want to reprogram it, you need to program it repetitively. It's not like making a decision one time. So that's one of the main things that you want to remember. So it also follows laws like cause and effect. So there's many laws that subconscious mind, the conscious mind, and the superconscious mind are governed by. So they are like principles, they are like laws, like gravity, and they are not really work based on our opinion. They work based on the way it is. There's specific ways the mind work, right? So, for example, repetition is needed to learn something one time is not enough. Same with when you're making decisions, when you're changing your life, you need to do something repetitively in order to achieve that success. Okay. So that's what's true about the subconscious mind. It is basically holds your memories, it governs your behavior, especially your habits. It's infinitely creative, and it can be reprogrammed through repetition and conscious learning, which we will talk about what conscious learning is now. So in conscious mind, right? So your conscious mind, it is the mind that we are speaking with, interacting with, where our senses are. It is essentially also the the decision making tool that you use. When your conscious mind is advanced, when your conscious mind, when you can understand a lot of things, you can see patterns, you can recognize patterns, rules, laws, all these things that are external world. You become a lot more conscious. So when you become more conscious, you'll be able to use your mind a lot more effectively. So higher your awareness. So basically, the more you become aware of things, right, the more capable you are to accomplish things, especially using your subconscious mind and the subconscious mind. Okay. One of the ways you can use this conscious mind is by setting goals, intentions, and by setting goals and intention, you are activating your subconscious mind to help you go achieve and get those things done for you. So one of the main functions, like we talk about, is that subconscious mind is infinitely creative. Even though it's creative, it's passive. It cannot make any decisions for itself. So what it does is that it waits until the conscious mind directs it in the right direction, so it can start making the decision it needs to do what it needs. So setting goals, writing down what you want, writing down your intentions are activates your subconscious mind. It makes it go your way rather than doing the random activity that is exposed by the world. When you become more aware of your subconscious mind, you can direct it to do things the way you want. Remember, you need repetition still, but you can still direct it the way you want in order for it to go the way you want it to go. So your conscious mind also acts as your gatekeeper, right? It filters out information and it guides your problem solving. So one of the things is that when you're learning, when you're a child, your conscious mind is not fully developed. That's why we are exposed to a lot of many different ideas, and then you're very easily influenced by them, right? So what happens is that when you develop your conscious mind, you become a better decision maker. You're able to filter out things that are not good for you and are good for you, and things that are aligned with you and things that are not aligned with you. So this is one of the main things that the conscious mind allows you to do, is that helps you regulate your decision making. And you will see also that when your conscious mind becomes stronger, you'll be able to also deal with emotions a lot better. This is one of the things, because you saw here that subconscious mind is a seat of your emotions, right? But the sometimes subconscious mind doesn't know the skills to deal with the emotions, right? Because it's for it, it's in just information. But using your conscious mind, if you train it to regulate your emotions, it is able to do that better. One of the main things that you can do to regulate your emotions is the loving kindness meditation, but we will talk a lot more about that in one of our future videos. And the next thing you want to make sure that you remember and understand is the superconscious mind. But the aspects of the superconscious mind, I would say, is best learned by yourself, because it's an exploration for you to understand what is in the superconscious mind. But what I'll share with you is what was true for me and how it helped me, right? So especially to understand my mind and where some of this information also came from, also how I had to correct my life in a way that makes sense. So that all these ideas at first it came from the superconscious mind. So you will see that superconscious mind is your source of life, your intuition, your wisdom, your divine inspiration. So, if you are having spiritual experiences, or if you're looking to connect with your higher self, working and accessing your superconscious mind is become very important thing. Especially, this became very important for me, especially during my life, that I was looking for a spiritual guidance. I was looking for a higher power. And what happens is that during my meditation, I realized that I was able to access the superconscious mind. But one of the main things I realized is that in order to access the superconscious mind, you do have to let go of your personal belief systems, because what is true for the superconscious mind, you may not agree with it. So once you're learning to agree with some of the beliefs within the superconscious mind, then you become more aligned with it, right? So it's about alignment, is not really about just going somewhere. It's about aligning your beliefs with the superconscious mind, and beliefs that are associated with health, success, happiness, love, joy are aligned with the superconscious mind. And if you value these things, you are aligning with the superconscious mind more and more. And it also helps you with facilitating your transformation, as long as I mentioned, that aligns with the higher truth. And it also you'll see, once you are aligning with these truths, that you will start manifesting wholeness and abundance and harmony a lot quicker and faster to your life than if you were to do on your own. So many people work really hard using your conscious mind to really use their willpower, that we saw, right? You can use your willpower here to get things done. But what you will notice, that when you align yourself with the superconscious mind, a lot of your uh, dreams, or a lot of the things that you want to accomplish will come to you more closer to your life, right? So you're also able to access it through prayer, meditation, and having faith in the superconscious mind, or in God, right? So God, and for me, God's mind and the superconscious mind is the same. So belief in God, belief in Buddha, belief in a Christ or higher power, all these things um, aligns with the superconscious mind and allows you to achieve that mind, as long as you're willing to let go of some of your personal beliefs um, about things, right? And also it help, one of the main things you will notice, that it guides your intuition, creativity, and your forgiveness, and also gives you profound clarity. So that's one of the main things that helped me, was that meditation really did help me with a lot of clarity, right? So I did start praying, especially when I started to learn about more Christian, specifically the understanding from Jesus, from Matthew. And then when I started to continue to do my meditation practices from Buddhism, it deepened my understanding of the mind, right? So these are some of the things that I discovered in my search. And understanding all these three levels, you will see that will be able to control your mind a lot more better, and understand that some of your issues are coming from habits and emotions, and emotions, specifically past memories, or even thinking coming from the subconscious mind, that you can use the conscious mind to change it through repetition, right? So we will get into specifically the steps and how to do them when we're talking about the laws in the following videos.